Welcome to LeicesterFanTV. Well, what a 24 hours that has been. Probably not the best 24 hours for a Leicester fan by a long way. And tonight, the main thing here is tonight we're going to be live as ever, 7:30, Monday nights. Come join me. Come and get your views in, get your comments in. There is just so much to discuss at the moment. As a Leicester City fan, more and more seems to be coming out the woodwork as we go. I think fans need to calm down a little bit between themselves as well. I want to say that online. It seems way too much. You know, I think we're allowed to debate and we're allowed to discuss things. I think people can do it with a bit of decency and a bit of common morals and speak with respect for each other. Anyway, that's the side issue. Tonight we're going to be live at 7:30. And Reedy, we were down at the game yesterday. What's your take on it, sort of 24 hours later?
It's a hard one because I think the first 20 minutes are, in my opinion, looked quite good with the way we were playing, passing around, not much attacking wise, but we just had the ball and just had possession. And then the moment their first goal went in, we just lost the plot. And obviously the second one came quicker, and then the third one with the header, another set piece. There was nowhere coming back. Yes, we got the first goal, thinking if we can get that second goal, it could change things. Didn't get then we lost on the fourth goal, and then it was over from there, wasn't it? But for me, when I first saw it, I thought there was just no fight there. But looking at things that have come around today, I
mean, there's a video doing the circuit. Again, it's alleged. Who knows whether it's real or not? We don't know what's going on. But players partying last night, maybe allegedly.
Say that's one thing where you just see certain players again that really probably shouldn't be doing that. I think even Jake said that if they played that bad in an FA Cup game, Rodgers should be disciplining them, saying you need to be back in training ground tomorrow at 8 a.m.
I mean, I know I didn't go home and party last night. I was feeling very sorry for myself. I'm sure most Leicester fans have just been I've been embarrassed. That's the word. People keep saying to it, how do you feel today? It's just one word, embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about what happened on the pitch. I'm embarrassed about how some of the Leicester fans were behaving and running on a pitch to punch a player from the other team. I'm struggling to come back from that. So join us tonight for more views on that. Me and Reedy, we were lucky. Jake was lucky. We got tickets. I say lucky. I'm glad I was there to witness it from being really live there. I wish I hadn't gone, but I'm glad I was there in a way. Sam, you were lucky. We couldn't get you a ticket. Millions of people watched it. Not just Leicester fans, millions of people around the world watched that. What was it like watching it on TV?
It's just embarrassing, like I say, it's only one word. Once they scored the first goal, they were still showing the highlights, and then they quickly changed it on and bang, they got it back in the net again. And it was all over the place. The players didn't know what to do. Like you said, the players were looking at you when you were saying, sort yourselves out, and they said, what do we do? Kind of thing to the fans. It's a bit, it's like looking at the whole performance. I genuinely forgot Tielemans was playing yesterday. When he came to the club, I was like, I forgot he's playing, let alone being the captain yesterday. He needs to, if he's a captain, he needs to get his voice out there, and he needs to be the standout player and get the team moving. It felt like it's a rivalry for us. It felt like the players didn't even know it was a rivalry yesterday. It felt like there was only a few players out there who were actually trying, who actually put in a bit of, gut into the game. It didn't feel like many people in there, like Reedy said, when Daka came on, he was running up and down. He was actually trying. He wants to be in this club, and I think the players that don't want to be in this club should just take as is and leave the club, because it's hard. It's like if you're at Leicester, play for Leicester. Don't say you want to go here, there, and everywhere. Just play for the club you're playing for now. Be respectful out there, and just play as they are. There's no need to play poor just because you don't like where you are.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to have to, because the debate, the Rodgers in, Rodgers out type debate there, but Brendan Rodgers is sort of coming out in his post-match stuff, really, and maybe is he calling players out and saying
it does look like it, and
some of the players haven't got the
hunger. Apparently they haven't got hunger, and it just shows because there's certain people, like certain players yesterday, like you said, that Yuri Tielemans, you didn't really see him. The only place for me that looked good enough was probably Justin, and Dee was a fighter in there for me, and then probably Daka when he came on, because them three players wanted to push for the goals or even just the attack. But I think Rodgers is right, and it's more the players' fault now than it is Rodgers, because they just don't seem hungry enough for it.
It seemed maybe the players have certainly got to shoulder a lot of the blame for that, but has Rodgers' tactics got to be questioned, that this continued playing out from the back? I think passing when we're losing. away at a championship side.
He definitely needs to change things when it happens, but I understand, like, if it's not working well, then just you have to carry on and things will happen over time. It's like his tactics might not have been right yesterday, but we can all see that yesterday was a lot down to the players not performing for the club. Like, yes, maybe why bring on Ricardo, when we're 4-1 down?
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange tactical decision. Chuck the player back on who's got a broken.
Like I said to you earlier, we don't have anyone that can come off onto the bench, like from the bench, and change the team. They're all like substitutions. We don't have, and I know he wasn't great, but we don't have a Slimani that you can chuck up front that can win headers for us anymore. It's like when, you take off Daka, you put on a Nacho, it's the same kind of stuff. You're taking off Tielemans, bring on Drewsbury Hall. It's midfield for midfield, or, we didn't really change it up too much yesterday.
Yeah, the pace didn't really change too much. There's so much to debate, as you can imagine. So make sure you do join us tonight at 7:30. I'll put a link out there if anybody wants to come on and give us their views on the team, the fans. I mean, we haven't even talked about the fans. I mean, the pre-match, the fans, the post-match. It's the first time, I'll be honest, I never leave a match early. Very rarely. It's only happened. I've only ever left a match early to go to a family party that I shouldn't really have been at the football for. So, do you know what I mean? Where I thought I've got to leave early because I've got to get to the family party. But yesterday, I was done. I had to get out of there before the final whistle, really. You've never left a match early.
Not that I know of. I can't remember. But obviously, mainly it's because I go trying home and away every game, and there's no need to go. But normally, and it helps with the performance being a lot better. Yesterday, the performance wasn't anywhere near as good, so you knew the fans just wasn't into it, and they just weren't focused on how we're playing because we knew how poor we were, and it didn't help with the fans. And like I say, we had 4,000 fans all spread across one row. Maybe that was partly the reason why we weren't as loud, but again, they should still be loud enough to out shout and out chant the home fans in our area.
And we haven't even talked about the idiot who went on the pitch. We left with 4 minutes to go. If anybody's got a problem with that, fine. But we would just absolutely had enough of it. Anyway, 7:30 tonight. Join me live. Want to come on camera, give us your views, you can do that. We've got a few people hopefully going to click on. But we'll see you tonight. Loads to talk about. 7:30 live right here on Facebook or YouTube on LeicesterFanTV. See you later.